I'm gonna try to keep this still.
Perfect timing, Lisa. Perfect timing, Lisa.
Hey,
I was cussing you all out. I
you
was like,
rise?
hold it. Now I know it done got a little chilly. Why do you have a hoodie on?
Cause it done got a little chilly.
You in the
Okay, you
you
say
in
about
the
your
oceans. Boo.
not boo.
Boo.
Everywhere I go, I get a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or a hat. Everywhere.
Got
Well,
you.
boo. You don't like Ocean
Nah.
City? Okay.
Ocean City is kind of blah to me. But anyway.
Oh, well, the
Welcome
school's
everybody
not long.
to another week of Access Granted the Pod Stream. Your boy Mr. Antoine is in the building. My sister, the lovely and talented Lisa Monet, has pulled up. And finally the week is here.
Yes, right?
Finally the week is here.
Whew. How you feel?
I'm good. I'm
Good.
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 I'm good.
We're
The
here.
venue's paid for.
All shucks now.
The DJ is gonna be paid for probably tomorrow.
He getting
Uh
paid?
Shout out to darling Dina. She had a health
Okay.
scare. She was
Okay.
in the hospital for a couple of days, and I was
Oh
like,
no.
who the heck we gonna get to cook all of this food? Matter of fact, who's gonna donate the food because she was the one donating and cooking, but she's home and she's good.
Oh, we're glad to hear it.
The people from Dallas start pulling in tomorrow.
All shucks.
Yes, people from Dallas start pulling in tomorrow. The
That's
Airbnb is paid
exciting.
for. Yes, I'm excited. I'm happy. And my wife is doing security at the door.
I know that's the right
Don't
wifey.
come in there
Get him
with
in
no
the shop.
cool stuff. No, she don't have a gun, but so what? But I'm excited. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Gotta give a big shout out, and I don't know if you've had a chance to go and look at the video yet, but I posted a, 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 a montage video
Mm-hmm.
today from Chanel Narcissus, who was our guest last week. She
Oh.
had her album listening party yesterday, and the album.
Okay.
I mean, not yesterday.
On
Saturday. I'm sorry.
Saturday, right?
Yeah, it was at the
Okay.
Motor House, which is my first time at the Motor House. Let me tell you something. The Motor House is the bomb, yo.
Is it?
Like, yeah, I need to. And the next event might be at the Motor House.
Okay
I'm gonna just
now.
put it like that.
Okay.
Um, and so much love and so much support for Chanel in the building. And I've
Mm-hmm.
had her on the acapella and acoustic segment before, so I've heard her sing,
Right.
but I ain't heard her sing like she sang yesterday.
She sang it down?
She sang it down
I know
yesterday.
that's right. Okay.
Yesterday, she was hitting some opera notes, and I was like, oh, okay, I see where I see what this is all about now. Um, Shout out to Ja Avi. She was one of her backup singers, and she's also one of our singers at the event on Thursday. Um, but
Oh.
but yo, Chanel did the damn thing, bro. Like I can't wait. Now I need to see a full concert.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I need to see her like really because I think she only did like 3 songs, maybe 4 songs yesterday, so it was a real short
Okay.
set. I need to see like a 30-minute, 45-minute set where she really her voice is incredibly ridiculous in a very good way. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was real. It was a real dope vibe. And she had shrimp on the buffet. So anytime you got
And
shrimp,
that's
anytime you got shrimp, you're all right with me. You know what I'm saying? You're all right with me. But
You
yes,
just want to
man.
get you just want to get fed.
Hey, hey. But look, man, for real. We do have tickets still available. I think we have some general admission, some standing room only tickets still available for Thursday, man. So
Okay.
you can go to Eventbrite and you can go to the search bar and you can type in Hot Winters and
Mm-hmm.
you'll see this nice little flyer with this pink and blue and microphone thing pop up. And
Yeah.
just go on in there and purchase tickets, man. People, I gotta address this too. People keep asking me why are you calling it Hot Winters. Not my idea. The young brother Jay Waiters, who is headlining the show, has a new project that's about to drop called Hot Winters.
Okay.
Mm, This date on Thursday, I think I explained this to you before, is actually his first date of his tour. And so he just
No, honestly, I didn't get that, but that's cool.
and then when he decided that we wanted to add the sip and paint on it, we made it the Hot Winters sip and paint experience. So come on out.
That's gonna be awesome.
Uh, hosted by my co-host, the lovely Monet. My boy DJ D Nice Music will be handling the sound and the music for the evening. We're
Okay.
celebrating my mama's birthday. Uh,
And my aunties too.
and your auntie, she's coming.
No. Mm-mm.
Well, we're gonna celebrate anyway.
We're gonna celebrate
We're gonna
anyway.
we're gonna pull up on FaceTime or something, and we're gonna sing happy birthday to her. We're gonna do something, but yeah,
That'd
celebrating
be
auntie's
awesome.
birthday. And yeah, man, it's gonna be a really good time. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Looking forward to it.
it's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a great time.
Excited.
I am too.
Exciting news.
You got your Vanna White dress picked out, and you're gonna be.
I did.
Uh-oh. I'm
I'm so
scared.
excited.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Yes, you should be.
Woo.
Because I'm going over like no, you shouldn't be scared. No. But you said no dress code. It kind of made me nervous because I'd already ordered it. It's not over the top. It's just a little they'll go out.
Uh-oh.
They'll go out.
Uh-oh. She's gonna be showing the curves, y'all. She's gonna be showing the curves.
No,
No, not showing the curves.
mm-mm.
Okay. It's
I ain't
okay
gonna
if you
get
do.
out the bag. I'm not gonna
I
spill the
got
secret
you.
sauce. Y'all
I
gotta
got
wait for it.
I got you. Well, I appreciate you just stepping in and being willing to host the event. And unfortunately, hey T Quest, what's going on, sis? Unfortunately, I probably won't have the actual lineup of the show
Okay.
until like 5 minutes before the show starts. But no, I'll get things to you early. We will be in the building probably around 5 o'clock, setting everything up and doing sound checks and all of that. So by the time you get there, I'll have everything, lined up,
Okay.
and you can just,
Yeah, I plan on well, we can talk later.
yeah. I wish T Quest was coming. I mean, it's a short, depending on where she is, 10 to 15 hour drive from Florida.
Oh yeah, I think she's gonna sit that one out.
She gonna sit that one out.
Yeah,
But
she
shout out
gonna-
to T Quest. She is the mastermind behind the framing that you see, the access
we
framing,
love it.
thingamajiggy up there and down there and all of that. Though. That's my sis, man. And she's also technically kind of the reason behind this show because she remotivated me to get back on the air, and do my thing. So shout out to her. Always got to show her some love.
That's a wonderful thing.
I think that's about it. That's about it. We don't have anything else that we have to cover.
No, we've been waiting all year for Thursday. So
It feels like it, right? It definitely feels like it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wait for Lyfe to get back on the camera, and then we can go ahead. Oh, she. I know you're not over there eating and ain't sending me no food. I wish I had you live on the screen right now.
She's hungry.
Are you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready.
You ain't have to pull her. Okay,
Oh, she said, "Is that wait a minute? That's a thumbs up." That's
Let her eat, man.
No, if I can't eat, okay, that's okay. If I
You
can't
can.
eat, she can't eat. Screw that.
Why you?
Screw that. I'm hungry too.
Yeah, it's
I'm real
terrible.
hungry. Without further ado, man,
Mhm.
bring my girl Lyfe the Oracle up in the building. My sister right here, man.
Hey.
Hey.
What's going on?
Am I
sis?
live?
You're live.
Yes, you live.
That's
girl.
what's
You're live. This is not Memorex.
Hey, how you doing, Miss Lisa Monet?
Hi, I'm good, Miss Lyfe. The Oracle.
I gotta
Love
play
that
something
name,
real.
Monet.
I gotta
Thank
place.
you.
I,
You
I gotta
pronounced
play
it
something
correctly.
real quick, right
Okay.
off the rip, before we even get into the show. And this
Okay.
and this not what you're thinking I'm gonna play either. But I gotta play this. I have to. Hold
I.
on 1 second. Let me get it full screen.
Let me see what he going to do. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Name's Life. I step in, the game's over. Chicken's mad, I leave them picking at my leftovers. Yeah. I don't
Okay.
they wanna bite me. Rock a baby 9 case of they wanna fight me. Ooh, so I only gotta tell her one time, she don't know I'm skits and so
Guess we'll turn it up a little bit.
one time to the sky cause I'm sick. Second time I'm letting off no alibi. The way the world goes. Last night later cry, but now they ain't messing with me. Wanna sit by my side. Back in the day I used to cry, just wonder why. But now I know I'm back, I got on my side. So I don't gotta talk about negative things. I did that to trick your mind, but you know I'm about to make it swing. Jazz, hip hop, we in the new things. My name Life and I'm out for the new rings.
Jazz. Life.
That was one of them off the top
I
real
know. And
freestyles.
that sounded
No
like
writing that down.
that sounded like you had something to get off your chest.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I love the art of freestyle, just me, I like the essence of making things up right on the spot. You know what I'm saying? So I came from that lunch table era when we're
Talk
tapping on the
about it.
tables, you know what I'm saying? And we got real bars, clowning around, whatever you want to say. You get out there and you say, and you got the freedom to do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love freestyle.
And I didn't even know that was a freestyle until you just said it. That's
Definitely.
crazy.
They
Okay.
put me on the spot all the time when I
Yeah,
was
because I
young.
did. Remember?
So I'm
I
so
put you on. I put you on the spot at the Onyx show. Remember? We walked across
yes.
the street, and I was like, "Yo, get it in one time," and I got that on video too.
Yes. Sometimes sometimes I mix it up. I might throw a written out there, but there are times definitely where I'm caught off guard. What you want to say? I don't know. This is what I want to say. This is what my spirit led me to say right now. And I like the, Beat Club, Baltimore. They kind of got me in that mode. So we'll talk about that later though.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I love when people I love when MCs freestyle. Like, to me, I used to love Rap City the Basement.
Yes,
Big Tigger.
Big
And
Tigger, and then it
I'm
went
gonna
to
be
Joe Claire.
I'm
Yes.
gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Tigger freestyle better than 90% of the MCs that came through there.
100 facts. That's just facts.
He was off the top every single time.
Every time. And you could tell.
And you could tell.
You could definitely tell. Yep.
And outside of Tigger, my favorite, I got two favorite moments from Rap City the Basement that I can remember. The one where Cameron was counting the money while he was rapping, but that wasn't a freestyle, but it was nasty.
Yes.
And then my dude Ludacris was on there, and you could tell Ludacris was freestyling because he was talking about the stickers that was on the door.
Yes.
And touching the stickers going down the door as he was, crazy. I love MCs that can freestyle. Absolutely love it. So, first of all, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you.
Had you on for an acapella and acoustic segment, which you absolutely killed. But I said from that point on that I needed to get you up here. Oh, and I want to give a shout out and send some prayers out to my man Cariz Marcel. He was supposed to be our guest tonight. That's the guest that I announced last week.
Yes.
But his wife is going through some medical issues, and he just felt like he needed to spend some time taking care of wifey, which I definitely understand. So prayers out to that.
Cariz Marcel, dope individual, all the way around, very supportive to the culture here. So shout out to that brother.
Yeah, shout out. So look, you put up a post a few days ago, and you talked about how conscious female MCs don't get supported and don't get the love. And I felt that post as if you were standing right beside me saying that.
Yeah.
Word.
So that's where I want to start. That's where I want to start.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
you've
you
been
trying to
in,
go in?
yeah. Oh, I
You
told
want
you
to
we,
go
yeah,
in today? All
because
right.
because first of all, 110%, I agree with you first and foremost.
I agree with you too.
Thank you.
I
Thank
And
do.
you.
and you know,
Because a lot of people don't. And I want to touch on
What?
that a little bit.
right.
I'm going to paraphrase a lot because I really like to go in detail about it, but it's no need if you really are tapped into what's going on in the industry and what's going on in the music scene.
True.
You know, it's not something that you can dispute. It's right in your face.
It's in
Yeah,
your face.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And let's be honest.
What?
Um, and it may have actually started a little bit before Little Kim, Foxy Brown, but those were like the two prominent
The kind of
commercial woman
Yeah, it took a
MCs that
turn.
kind of, that kind of started the ball rolling.
yes,
Um,
definitely.
Now, I don't know where the hell the ball is now. The ball is just
Oh, it's down.
the
It's way
ball
down.
is just yeah.
I mean,
It
the
started out
ball.
as it started out as a marble, and right now it's a boulder the size that you can fit in the Grand Canyon right now.
Yep.
But
Right about there.
I'm gonna
There's
hand
so
it to you,
much you
Life.
just said really quickly, even with discussing those artists that you mentioned.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean, both of those artists had a tumultuous relationship in the industry
yeah,
to where Little Kim was even she was publicly scorned, you know, for a while.
yeah.
And for that image that was a product of Biggie Smalls writing for her. This is the image she was given when she was very, very young. She was a young girl trying to get with this dude.
Um,
And, you know, she
hold
had
up,
the talent.
hold up, hold up. I'm
Mhm.
gonna stop you right there because you just made me think of the scene in the movie. The scene in Notorious when she came in and she had the white blouse on, it was all roughly, and she had the suspenders over top of it. And
Yeah.
she was
Mm-hmm.
like, "What do you think?" And he was like, "I'm trying to make you the Marilyn Monroe of hip hop. Lose the
And he
top."
Mm-hmm.
did.
And she took the top off.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't want to speak negatively about any entertainment
Absolutely.
company, okay? But there was that period where, you know, the commercial music started to over sexualize females. I mean, there was always something there, but before that time, um women were empowered. We look at Queen Latifah, MC Light, even Salt and Pepper. They was, you know, but they still express yourself.
Mhm.
Gotta be
Mm-hmm.
you and only you,
Let's
baby.
talk about sex, baby.
Let me be me. And
But it
yeah,
was
let's
the
talk
way
about
that the
sex.
delivery was, though. You feel me? The
Correct.
delivery wasn't as raunchy and,
Right.
you know, as it
With
is
your
now.
legs spread open and your butt cheeks out. I just saw a show with you know, God bless them. I always put God first, but God bless Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, all those artists that have been kind of conformed to going that way. But there was a show, Meg, she just out there with a shirt on and nothing else, ass cheeks out, rapping on stage. This is what we're doing now, you know, and we say it in the name of what is it? Freedom of expression and liberation. But when did exposing your body, when was that liberating? You know, I've heard a lot of people argue this point, like, you know, when we were in Africa, we were naked and all of this craziness, silliness, when we know right now when we go outside and the way we carry ourselves, it is really a deep reflection on us, period.
True.
Yeah.
You know, the black woman never, no woman ever had to say, I need to get my power by showing my tits and my ass. Like, no woman ever had to do that before. But now that the game's oversaturated, it's a money maker to exploit the female in that way and create this caricature of what we're really not as a whole.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Natty 410, who I'm sure you would love to talk about at some point in this show.
Naughty, I love Naughty.
Shout out to my guy Rube Rice, my man Dwayne. I'm gonna put this back up because I'm not sure who Angry Man 410 is, but he says we only have a handful that gets that push. They want the sex rap and whatever this new movement is with Red and such pushing the ratchet agenda.
Well, I want to touch on this just a little bit. What's happening with Sexy Red, which she is a kind of a blown up stereotype of what's happening, but she's perfect. She's the perfect example because she's very young, and I keep saying that. Young, influential, easy to be led by, the dollar. Okay? So right now it's election time too. We can choose another president. You know what I'm saying? So what's the best way to take over our minds or through things that are of our lower nature, the things that we find funny or is hilarious, you know what I mean? Or even sexual things because it sells. It's a distraction from what's really important.
Yeah.
You know? And those that are brave enough to say, whoa, I'm sick of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Often they're muted.
Yeah. And I'm gonna even touch on a sister who was on that show with you. I've had the opportunity to talk to my girl Eva Rams. Freaking amazingly dope MC. And she's kind of admitted, that she kind of fell into that trap in the early part of her career. And now that she's gotten a little bit older, she started to, mature.
I want to say that some women like Salt and Pepper, let's put it that way, because she's like in that lane.
Right.
There's still a balance there. Yeah. She's not always doing that. She's not always parading around like that. And one thing about Eva Rhymes is which I find to be very powerful is that she will every now and then step out there like that, but then wham, she gonna turn around and smack you with a dope, deep message.
Yeah.
So if that's the way her lane and the way she does it, it's interesting to me. But that's not like her as a whole.
Right.
Right.
It's almost like she kind of used that to draw you in.
Right.
And then wham,
she talks a lot about her mental health issues. Like she has no problem at all. And she addressed it in a song at the 8x10 event that we were just at. And it's almost like she uses, and think about it. She had a nice form-fitting dress on that night.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And she came up, and if you didn't know Eva, if you've never seen her perform, when you saw her walk on that stage, you might have thought, okay, this is about to go left. This is about to get ratchet. And then she killed you with not only the bars, but she killed you with the messages that she was putting out there.
She embodies the term balance, in my opinion, that artist, because she can't help but be sexy. Eva Rhymes is sexy. She's a sexy woman. Yes. And like she's thick too, so she can't help but to be
can't hide it. Right. She can't hide it.
But she definitely puts a load of knowledge in her stuff. She's unique, she's different, charismatic. She's not just coming out there every single time she got the best head. I got the biggest ass. Right. Be looking my titties and my weave down to my. She's not on no stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
In order for any artist to succeed, they need a team and a push from that same team. Good females and males are not getting shine because they don't have the support team and the push.
Correct. I really
somebody like Rube Rice puts that out there. I respect that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Since I've Rube Rice, since I've met him, one time he did hit me with a deep truth, and me and my homegirl, we was wrestling with that when it comes to financing yourself. And that kind of goes along that line of backing why these major artists are shining, towering kind of over the conscious artists, because they have that push. They have that team behind them. They got a lot of people that's willing to watch them get out there and make a fool of themselves in the culture because they're getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So when you do have a little bit of substance and consciousness, you have to just remind yourself, I picked this side. And for sometimes, for me, I have to really, really, some days I have to look in the mirror and I have to say, you know what? Lyfe, my real name, Taya. I have to say, Taya, you picked a side. You decided that you wanted to put consciousness in your music. You said this. So for you to go this journey and for it to take this longer, for you to get recognition, you knew this was going to be that. You know, conscious minded people, we know. You know what I'm saying? There are a few that do break the mold, don't get me wrong. Because you got your Jean Grays, you got your Sarah, you got Miss Jane Hancock, who's on the West Coast, just doing amazing music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got female artists. There's a group called Tanking the Bangers. They're so creatively different.
I love Tanking the Bangers. Oh my gosh.
Yes, such a great example for a person like me to see them. You know what I'm saying? But once you say, hey, this is what I am, you gotta stand on that.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my girl too. Stand on that. Finesse the best.
Finesse the Illa MC.
Throwing my L's up.
The Illa MC.
So stand on that. So check that out, everybody. You got to stand on that. When you say something and you mean it, you know what I mean? So there are tears, but you know, I'm thankful for the people that I'm around, like Rube Rice, like Maurice Dorsey, aka Naughty, like AJ, super producer out here, people like that kind of, you know, they're working with artists, but when they work with me, they know what they're getting, they know how to talk to me, and I appreciate that, because artist development, there's none of that no more.
You don't need it. I mean, they feel like you don't need it at this point.
No.
So was that decision to do what you call conscious rap, was that the decision because you didn't want to be put in that box of, you know, having to be the sexy rapper that talks about all of the, you know, because before you answer, because at the end of the day, like, you literally got bars, yo. Like, your pen is like literally nasty. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you one thing. I don't know how many of those women that are doing that, I've never seen their fathers. I'm just going to say that. I've never seen them around their fathers. I've never heard them have an interview speaking about their father. I've never even heard anything in the news about any of their dads. Krishan Rock, where their dads at? You know, what made a difference in my life, honestly, was I was raised in foster care. You know what I mean? And I experienced some traumatic things as a kid. So I couldn't, you know, even though I got with great men that raised me and made me responsible as a female, before those times, I was being abused, going through this and that as a kid. So in my mind, it was like I never wanted to expose myself in any way, because this is the problem, because our world is so sexualized. I know firsthand that it affects some people, because it affected me as a kid. People touching me, doing shit to me. United States is one of the largest human trafficking, sex trafficking places in the fucking world. And why? Because we're oversaturated with it. And it's not just the men out here, it's women too. We got women that want to be men now. Excuse me for, I'm not coming at nobody. You know what I'm saying? But we got women that been hurt so bad, they don't even want to go that way no more. Yeah. So now they men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever's in your DNA. And we know that epigenetics plays a large part in why you respond the way you do, which a lot of things are trauma responses. Why people act the way they do, why they're willing to go out there and do all these things with no shame. You shouldn't be ashamed, you know what I'm saying, if that's what you're doing, because we've had sex is just a thing, it just sells, it's just there.
Yeah.
But the key word I think here is the balance. Finding balance. Because like I said, you're a sexy woman. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm a sexy woman. I don't need to do too much. But why do I want to carry this all the time? And then I have babies. I'm a mom. I'm an auntie.
Right.
I don't want my nephew to see me out there shaking my ass on nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't go too hard at that, because we all know that it's okay to be sexy.
Yeah.
But to be raunchy and just utterly just disrespectful to your own self.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother level of brainwashing, I feel, that the industry injects out there through the music.
Mm-hmm.
And it's oversaturated, because why would we want hip hop, black music? Why would we want them to start to educate themselves? Why would they want people to educate themselves?
That's deep.
What's the point when money, power controls everything? So hey, here, y'all go ahead, keep fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to make music about fucking? I'll pay you.
Right.
And guess what? Family unit keeps getting broken up. Men don't trust women. Right now, it's a shame. Even your conscious women, we all want the playing field leveled out. We all going through the same thing, because the men don't trust us. Because women are so easy and eager to be sexy and get attention. They can get whatever they want. They can pick and choose. They got the pick of the litter out there, because everybody want to back that ass up.
Yeah. So,
know what I mean?
Hold on. You got one rule that you broke, so I'm gonna have to get on. You said epigenetics. That's 11 letters. We don't use words with more than 10 letters on Access. I'm like, yo, she just pulled out the big words. No, but I feel you, and I think I got to know you. I got to know you as an MC before I got to know you as a person.
Yes.
If that, and I started respecting you more. Not that I didn't respect you from the jump, but definitely started respecting you more when I got to know you as a person. And the thing that I love about you, you're very transparent.
Yeah.
You don't have a problem. But you're transparent in a way where it's not, my life is miserable and you just want to talk stuff about everybody.
I mean, I have those days.
Well, I haven't seen many of those days.
That's when I pull out the pen and I'm writing my little battle raps.
Right. I'm talking about as far as the stuff that you post.
Yeah.
Talking about as far as the stuff that you that you share with the world. So let me ask you this question. So now we can kind of start going back and getting a little bit of the history. Tell us a little bit about, I know you said that you were raised, in the foster system. Yeah. First of all, is that here in Baltimore? And if not, where else? And then secondly, tell us a little bit about, your upbringing and wherever it was.
Yeah. You ever hear that term? What is this? Charles Dickinson. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. You ever hear that? That's the story of my life.
Yeah.
Growing up, I was always a favorite child. to which the other kids couldn't stand. So I'm getting picked on by them. But I'm getting all the treats from the adults. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that. And then we were moved around a lot because when we were kids, we were poor. And then also there was some abuse in there that kind of messed me up. You know what I'm saying? Like my foster families later, when I was like an older teenager, they didn't understand why I was out there cutting up and rebelling and doing all this stuff. Because as a kid, I never felt like safe. So it was like I couldn't sit still. Right. You know what I mean? And I couldn't trust people. So I would isolate myself and things of that nature. And I don't want to talk about it too much because it still affects me a little. But I'm glad I got to this point where I can. So I feel like maybe it was meant for me to heal so that I could share my story through music. Because if we would have had this conversation 10 years ago, I probably wouldn't have even made it this far to tell you these things. You know what I'm saying? But some of the good things about my childhood, because I was a little spoiled, is everybody knew I was into art and music. I remember my first pair of tap shoes that I never learned to tap, but one of my foster moms took me to a thrift store. And this is why I love thrift stores to this day. We bought a pair of yellow tap shoes.
Wow, yellow. Okay.
They were yellow and the bottoms clicked. I remember I was about 7.
Okay.
And my foster mom, I only got in trouble 2 times. One time I stole a Pepsi, and the second time I stole my tap shoes and I took them to school.
And I was tapping in them halls.
And I was tapping in the halls, and I tried to put them back in the box when I got home, and she caught me.
Shout out to you for stealing the Pepsi, though.
Okay.
Shout out
that Pepsi, Pepsi, I love Pepsi to this day.
And real quick before you go on, Lona Stoner, we're gonna get to her book later on. We're gonna get there, bro. I promise you. But we want to keep, and shout out to Sister D for checking in with us now. But go ahead.
Absolutely, but isolation from what I was going through at that time, that's kind of what turned me into an artist in a way, because people knew I had a talent. What are you doing? You know what I mean? You don't want to talk? Well, write a song. You know what I'm saying? So I thought I was going to be a singer when I was little. I love people like Whitney Houston and
shout out to the
Mariah Carey. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so sorry. His comment is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Shout out to all of the foster moms,
parents,
man.
all of them. I was raised in about 4 or 5 foster homes. Wow. And in most of them, my parents were ministers. Okay. You know what I mean? But then it was crazy because they were passing away too. They were dying. Diabetes. That's why I'm so health conscious. At the same time, I lost 3 sets of foster parents to diabetes.
Gosh.
That's unheard of. That's unheard of.
Wow.
I mean, my life is so out of the ordinary. I feel like it's for a reason. It has to be.
It definitely is. Yeah. I believe that.
My last time seeing my 3rd foster mom, I remember her getting carried out on a stretcher. I used to hide behind this well because there was this guy that used to beat up on her all the time. And I hid behind that well because the ambulance were coming to take her, and I never seen her again. You know what I'm saying? But aside from that, she was wonderful. She was wonderful. We were just poor. Yeah. We were just very poor. I'm glad that they screen the parents better now.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you could go from poverty to poverty.
Right. That doesn't make sense. Yeah.
So, it was hard. We had to learn how to survive. Yeah. So my childhood was a rough one. Don't be fooled by the sweet face.
Oh.
And see,
were you in the foster care system here?
I was in Pennsylvania growing up.
Okay.
So I grew up in York, Lancaster, Philadelphia, Harrisburg. Okay. I spent a large percentage of my life in Harrisburg, in Philadelphia. And that's when, like, when I was about 15 or 16, they started doing the Too Raw for the Streets DVDs. And hold on. I got a baby in here, y'all.
Okay, go ahead. Shout out to
we love the kids.
Shout out to
Big
Darlene.
stud.
Oh yeah, she called. Yeah, get your child, girl. Get your child. You have CPS trying to get us in trouble because you were on.
No, somebody's here. They help. They
Shout out to my
out.
girl, Darlene Dina. I'm glad that you are doing okay. Darlene Dina is cooking up an amazing menu for us on Thursday, man. So again, if y'all haven't gotten
who
tickets,
cooking and where? Because I want
some. This is gonna be at the event that I told you about 2 weeks ago, Lyfe.
Yeah. Here you go.
I'm putting it out.
Ow!
She's cooking at the event that we're doing on Thursday at Timbers. The Hot Winter Sip and Pain event. Shout out to my man Blizz for checking in. You already know that's my football buddy right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find me a date.
Hey,
to go so I could get me a plate.
I see how she just keep making everything rhyme. And again, I want to shout out Sister D and let her know that I'm drinking her tea right now. This isn't Long Island. This isn't Long Island iced tea. This is one of the tea bags that I got from the bottom floor 8x10 when she had her table set up the other day.
Shout out to Sister D, who also, she's so supportive as an MC. And this, I wanna kind of jump to this really quick. Support from other female MCs. This is something that is, man, because we got artists. I'm not gonna say, but they want to say, everybody's underneath me, beneath me, these is my sons. Yeah. You know what I mean? We got artists that I'm the top this, I'm the top that. Yeah. I don't use my music to tear down necessarily, unless you want to battle me, and then you better. I ain't scared. But I'm saying I mainly want to use my music, my purpose to uplift, because I've been battling all my life.
Right.
But as far as females, we need to support each other. True. So if any female artists are watching this, I've learned in Maryland, like I've been surprised by how these female artists, how they're supporting each other, willing to collab on each other's projects. You know what I'm saying? That's something, because we need to see queens unite. Look at the stereotypes. Bad girls. You know what I'm saying? Housewives of this and that. Always arguing. I don't feel like throwing no champagne in nobody's face.
All the time.
Honey, I just want some chicken.
Okay.
I just want a plate. You know what I'm saying? I know you got kids. I might watch your kids one day. You watch my kids. You got a show. I got a show. Let's make it happen. Let's look out for each other. Let's have some true sisterhood. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. So I want to shout out that sister, and she also makes sea moss.
Okay.
If anybody knows about sea moss, you definitely will feel the results in your body.
Yes, you will.
Okay.
Yes, you will.
And you'll feel it within a couple days, and you'll notice it works really well. Like, I don't know if anybody's familiar with B12, but that sea moss is the truth. Okay. So hit up Latasha D, got keys. She's also into real estate. So if you're looking to purchase a home here in the DMV area in Maryland, she is awesome at that. She's going to help you out. She's going to point you in the right direction. And she's also a dope MC. And she got CMOS on deck. So shout out to that queen right there. For real.
I know that's the plug. Yes, plug.
She really the plug, for real. So yes, other sisters I've had the pleasure of working with. C Notes, the boss. I just did a song with her. We're finishing up right now. It's called Teach Me. Okay. And how the hook go? Baby, we need to try to figure this out, 'cause I could hold you down. Baby, you need to try to turn it around, 'cause I could if you teach me how to love you. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And we both got verses on that joint. That's the hook. You know what I'm saying? About to start pushing that to the radio, but we gotta mix it down and work out the few kinks and everything. But yeah, that song, I really believe in that record. And working with another queen, expressing our love for the Black man, or expressing the love for our man. Let's say it that way, because I don't want to keep, making color references. Because we all one here. I just happen to be born a Black girl.
I know that's right.
And we need to put some loving on these brothers.
I didn't know you could sing, so I'm a little okay. You got me with that one.
I could sing. I can't sing.
I can see. I'm gonna hold on. I gotta go back up though, because I gotta put this comment back up here.
He just gonna put this comment on.
I'm gonna let you clap back at him. I'm gonna let you clap back at him.
I'm all right. What you trying to say?
He said you can't see, sis. But he said you fine though.
Yeah,
he said you can't see.
All right, cool. Stevie Wonder can't see, but he writes great songs, so I'll take that. So what?
I think Stevie Wonder can sing, but that's another topic.
What you mean?
And I think Stevie can see, and I also
You think he can see?
Yeah, I think Stevie can. That's another show. That's another show. If I get on,
tricking everybody.
If I get on my Stevie thoughts, we're gonna be here till about 10. So that's another. But
he never had an ugly wife.
Cancel us. The views expressed on Access Screen and all the views of all of us. Cause what you mean?
He never had an ugly wife, so just saying.
No, he didn't.
And he got 9 kids.
He sure didn't.
Stevie Wonder got 9 kids, bro.
Oh.
So he can see some.
Wait a minute. Mr. Dorsey.
Lyfe, are you seeing the comments that are on the screen right now? What are you talking about?
Yeah, man. Nadi, the studio, man. Nadi saved my life a couple times wanting to record. One thing that really stands out in my mind, I kind of owe that brother apology, is when Prince passed away. I'll never forget it. April 21st, 2016, my brother called me at 3:22. I know, because the kids had just got up, and I was like, "Oh, it's almost 3:30." My brother's calling me. Picked up the phone. He said, "Hey, you seen the news?" I said, "No." He said, "Prince died." He asked me if I was sitting down. Said, "Prince passed away." I said, "Get out of here. You are lying." I thought he was joking. I swear I hung up on him laughing. Then he called me back. He said, "Nah, Prince is really gone." I said, "Huh?" So I started scrolling, look, I saw it was true. I told my boss, "Listen, I'm not going to make it for the rest of this day." I ran to Nadi's house like in the movies, bro. I ran. He lived about a half a mile away from my job at that time. Maybe
like when Suge Avery was trying to stop her from cutting Mister. She was fixing the shit, but he was running like that.
Running like that. I can hear
mercy.
Dead or red Corvette in my mind. I'm like, no. I got the 90s. I fell on the floor because Prince, you never know how artists that's why when they say that artists don't influence the youth, that's a damn lie.
They do.
That's a damn lie. Because Prince was my world when I was little. Yeah. Oh my God, he was light skinned and skinny, and then I kind of looked like him. Look,
I'm done. Please.
Wait a minute. Look at the face.
Commercial. Do we have commercials on this show?
we can. I think we might need one real quick.
Okay, let's get back to the facts. Okay, we can.
No, but I get it because
I love Prince. All right.
I was the same way when Kobe died. I'm not even gonna lie to
Me
you.
too. Oh
I
my
didn't run to
gosh.
anybody's house, but I went into a
Listen.
real funk
Oh
when
my
Yeah.
Kobe,
goodness. It
when
was like a whole funk all over. Oh,
Wow.
I went into a whole
Kobe.
funk. I went
Black
into a whole funk when Kobe
Mamba.
died.
Yes.
Yeah. So I definitely. Oh, wait a minute.
I got a rap where I talk
Yeah.
about Kobe a little bit.
Yeah. I definitely.
Oh.
I got Kobe on a liquor bottle. I definitely went into a whole funk.
About to
Mm.
run this back like I was Kobe and them. That mean I'm a black mamba about to go up of the rim. OG in my own right, yeah. I'ma just adjust my brim so the beat can slap on God. I'ma just adjust my pen.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
shout
Oh,
out to Kobe.
shout out to
Yeah.
Kobe. So okay, let's kind of wheel this back in because you went through a lot,
Yes.
in your upbringing. Um, when did you start putting all of that you were going through into the art, so to speak?
Like I said, when I turned, I was about 12 when I moved into the Stevensons' home, and that was the really like, oh, they don't know how much they kind of saved my life. But I was by that time I was a little crazy. I had basically almost raised myself moving around them homes and having it because my foster mom was always sick. The one, you know what I mean. So there were things, but when I got there, there was a boy in the house. He was 18. And I mean, I was 12, so I was amazed by him. And then he's making beats in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, he had an SP 1200 and an MPC, and he's making beats. And not only that, he was friends with the Mohammeds, who are related to the RZA, okay, from
Hmm.
Wu-Tang. So they would come to our house sometimes. And then Sister Rafika, she would have the RZA would come to Reservoir Park when I was a little girl, 16, 17. I was meeting them while they were getting famous. You know what I'm saying? So that was a interesting part of my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Old Dirty Bastard got kids in PA. I swear. He would be just coming out the bar sometimes.
Old dirty bastard got kids in 48 of the 50 states. So
Oh Lord.
ODB's another one of my favorites because
yeah,
he's so real. He could
Yeah.
not help that. That was no act. Okay. He just was live as a person. All right. And he liked classic music.
yeah, yeah. He used to sing it on stage.
Yes.
He used to sing it
Somewhere
on stage. Right.
over the rainbow. Shout out to ODB, okay?
Rest in peace, old dirty.
But
And yo, shout out to his son because when Wu-Tang performs and his son is there, it's like Old Dirty 2.0. Like his
mhm.
son looks exactly like him. He sounds like him. He has the same exact mannerisms. Like you can't tell me Old Dirty is gone when his son is performing his joints, man.
YDB. Shout out to
Shout out to
YDB.
YDB. Yep.
Yes. And he has another son
Mhm.
in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
Okay. That son is doing drill rap, which I find to be so interesting.
Mm.
But
What's
his
drill
name,
rap?
huh?
What is
Drill,
drill rap?
drill rap has like Ice Spice. She does kind of like drill rap. Those beats that she uses.
Okay.
I wonder if that song is considered drill. Munch. I wonder because of the beat. I don't know. But she does a lot of drill. It's a beat choice.
Mhm.
Is that the beat that go with the what they call it? The with that dance that they do? Is that the beat that goes with the dance?
No, it's
No,
just
Getting
like a
really?
sorry.
style.
No.
Pop
Oh.
Smoke, I think, was doing some drill.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
You know what I'm
understand. I got
saying?
you.
It has
Yeah.
it's a certain style and a
It's a
certain
certain
beat.
beat. Like, okay. Okay.
Yes, because you know how you got your boom bap, and it's gonna be eclectic drums. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be live sounds, samples. Then you got your
Mm-hmm.
trap, which is gonna be that sped up stuff,
Okay.
or even slowed down. And then you got
Okay.
your drill. You know what I'm saying? They like to call like conscious music, sort of like what Jay Dilla would do. That would be your lo-fi. You know what I'm saying? They got all these different labels they want to put on hip hop, but it's all hip hop.
Okay.
It's the culture.
It's the culture. Okay.
How do you feel about
Weather Pack? Dope.
How do you feel about the culture right now?
Right now it's in a weird place. And I think because technology is speeding things up, we got access to so many different things so fast, you know, and you really have to be aware. You know, our generation, we're aware of what we need in the music, which is balance. So we know where to look. And then we were gifted, as in my era, 90s music, where we had access to all kinds of songs because they were all being played on the radio. You had songs like Everyday People, you know what I'm saying? And then you could hear that, but then you hearing Give Me the Loot, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Or Crush on You by Lil Kim, you know what I'm saying? So you're getting all of that. You're not just getting just the nonsense, you know, the bubble gum. You're not getting that. The stuff that give you cavities. It's like giving you candy all day. I mean, you're not going to really be able to eat well eating candy all day. You're going to be wired, and that's what's happening.
Yeah.
It's giving us just oversaturating the music with violence, drugs. It's like hip hop now, it's a lot of pill popping. You know, that era when Molly Percocets was starting to get famous, and now it's like in almost every song. We gonna do some pills. That's, you know, I had a nephew recently passed away from fentanyl.
Oh my
you know what I'm saying? So not only are brothers is the violence still there, I can't say it's increased or decreased from the 90s. The violence, I don't know. Because poverty causes a chain reaction. You know what I'm saying? But awareness, when you know better, that's different. These kids, they don't really know better. And we're wondering why parents can't do a better job. I hear a lot of people say, well, the parents should teach them this and that and blah, 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 blah. Guess what? A lot of parents got mental health, one, because of where they've come from, and two, a lot of them are trying to survive. So they're away from their kids 8 hours out of a day, if not more, if you're not working 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? So, and it takes a village. We don't have village. We don't have community, because every man for themselves nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
True.
That he trying to, because you have one example of somebody who's broken the mold, they try to use those rare examples of, well, look, you can do well, but the majority, what about the majority? I feel like the majority needs a change of education, different exposure to quality music, you know what I'm saying? And the cost of living. It's crazy. So that's why parents, we only got 24 hours in a day. 8 of them you're sleeping and 8 of them you're working. That's 16 hours. So you only got 8 left over to get in there with your child. You got 8 hours or less a day to get in there with your baby.
That's true.
And unfortunately, we can do our best to be the best parents in the world, but your child still has to go out into the world.
And the greatest tool to train a child's mind is with another child. The greatest way, or the most clever way to influence the youth, is with other youth. So you could be the best parent, but you send your kids to school, you don't know what those kids are exposed to.
Sure.
And you know, that's why they say pastors. I was a pastor's daughter. I was my last foster home, he was pastor, Reverend George L. Stevenson, Sleep in Paradise. but pastors' daughters do be bad. Cutting up. I'm just
like
saying.
for real.
But no,
because it's a lot of influence out there.
Yeah. And I had shout out to my brother Spencer for tuning in. I had my son, God, this was probably like 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. We were just in the kitchen having a general conversation, and he said that he had been over a friend of his house, and I don't know how they got on the conversation, but out of like 7 or 8 guys, he was the only parent, or he was the only guy that had a parent that wasn't incarcerated, a father that wasn't incarcerated. And when he was like, yeah, bro, my father's never been, they thought he was lying first and foremost. And then it was almost like, so, you're at the point in life now where, we're the minority, to have it right is like the minority now. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And unfortunately, those of us that try to be the best fathers that we can be, those of us that make sure we are, as fully involved in kids' lives as we can be, we're not the ones that you see on TV. We're not the ones that get, talked about the most.
Yes.
We're the ones that, it's like, and I'm the type of person I don't want any credit for it. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
You got guys out here that want to, yeah, I do this, I do that. I'm, that Negro, you a father. That's what the hell you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I think we need to celebrate our fathers, because generationally our black men have been tormented, being killed. We not just talking about slavery times. We're talking about the 60s. We're talking about the 70s.
We talking about last month.
When they've been ostracized for protecting the black woman. So we wondering why we can't get our brothers to stand by us. It's because of fear. Fear lingers. And when you see, what do you think happens when you see strange fruit hanging? When you see that, it affects you, and that goes through your bloodstream. They used to barbecue black men for sport. Okay, back in them times, the 60s, we going, let's speak on Emmett Till. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunate things that have happened to our brothers. So when I speak about epigenetics,
she go with them big words again. Come on,
it's
now.
like you can figure out why your eyes is blue and why you like apple pie. Okay, you can figure out why your hair it won't grow or will grow long. We could figure out, oh, my grandmother used to sew dresses. That's why I like to sew dresses. We can accept that, but we can't accept the fact that trauma. Hey, my great grandfather was tortured and hung, and he was killed, and maybe his son saw that, and then he grew up with something called fear. A lot of what's going out here is because of fear, and our brothers not being educated, because they're only role models they got out there in art, entertainment, or sports are the ones that are being celebrated. We're not celebrating our black doctors, our black lawyers, our men at all. And a lot of them are so traumatized that they not right. And this is what's going on. Our sisters need to know this. Our men have been and suffered. I'm not giving nobody excuses for ill behavior, because once you realize that you have mental health, you've got to address it.
Exactly.
But a lot of the stuff that they're doing is because their genetic code has been tampered with. And we're just coming out of that. The 60s, not too long ago.
Right.
Where we faced segregation in evil ways. Okay. Coming out of the 60s, the 70s, when we had a little era of empowerment during the 70s and 80s, where there was a movement. There was a Black Power movement during those times. But then you usher in things like, different types of music, sexuality. When you use sex in music and you are funding certain artists because they can produce a certain type of music.
Exactly.
These are psychological warfare. This is psychological warfare.
Yeah.
And there's no balance. But nobody's going to admit that because, money is not the root of all evil. It's what you do with it. And if you allow money to rule
The
you,
love of money. Yep.
Yeah.
like we supposed to have money. I'm supposed to have nice things. But my nice things and my money's not supposed to have me.
True.
I'm supposed to have it.
True.
But for a lot of people out there, money got them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's going on in there. Like I said, the easiest way to mess up the next generation is to use the children, because the parents are out there on their grind. The parents is tired.
We tired. We definitely be grinding. And then you're right. They're gonna use it's like Antoine was saying, as parents, we raise them a certain kind of way, but then it's the world out there. Like I tell mine all the time, like, I love you. They don't.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care nothing about you. Once you leave this door seal, once you get out of, I call my SUV Sterling. Once you get out of Sterling and go to your destination, they don't care nothing about you. You just another one. They don't look at you the way I look at you. I see you. I see how great you are. I see how smart you are. I see how articulate you are and the things that you like. And I know that you're great. They don't see that.
Yeah.
They don't look at you that way. And so, like you said, it's the world. And I feel like these new artists, like the brother Maurice Dorsey, he says crack. Like I feel like these are like plants. They planted in the hood. It was given to us. Where we getting crack from?
No, I mean, we just
ain't
coming
got
out
no
of
poppy seeds in Harlem.
Empowerment, and then all of a sudden we're on crack.
We're on crack. All of a sudden we're on crack. All of a sudden,
You know what I'm saying?
like
This out, you know what I'm saying? So it's just wild.
crazy. So like as an industry, like okay, back to the artists then, like the newer ones. I have nothing against however you want to present yourself, but it's the message that you're giving. If I'm not mistaken, Sister Red was talking about having an STD or something. Like, what's wrong with you, sis?
Yeah,
like
but that girl,
she's looking for it, is what she said, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to put words on her mouth, but it was something along the lines of she's welcoming it or looking for it. I don't know, but
she the raw dog queen or something.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on.
Stuff that they're saying, and I'm just like, and this what prompted me to get out there and start speaking up, because like, we gonna keep accepting this?
Yeah.
What? Do you have daughters?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, now,
it's like a beat is a beat, and I think they get hung up in the beat. Like, okay, so this is the beat, but what is she saying? That's the difference with the conscious rapper. They have a message. Not that, well, she has a message too, but we're talking about,
they all got messages.
We're talking about a message that's going to feed your soul. It's going to make you think positively. Like, what is this? But we're trying to put out this positive energy, and that's what a conscious rapper to me does. You
Absolutely.
know, we want to uplift. We're not trying to.
Nah, we got, one of my big inspirations, like I always say, is Queen Latifah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She has worked with so many artists out there. She just goes out there and she's very transparent about her journey as well. Just her catalog of songs were very empowering to women. And she's one of those artists that she stood the test of time. I've never seen her in a compromising situation regarding her image or her sexuality. She kind of owns who she is and how she wants to live and present herself. And that is extremely commendable. And that she's still relevant today. That's very powerful. And I wish there were, we need more artists like that. You know what I'm saying? That are willing to say something and bring balance.
We can have more artists like that, but if we as a consumer keep accepting
That's true too.
then, and I'm saying that because as I'm sitting here listening to you talk, I'm thinking about the Fugees album, The Score.
Mm-hmm.
And
Classic.
my favorite song on The Score is called Zealots.
Yes.
And Lauryn Hill, and I'm gonna do the clean version of this bar, but Lauryn Hill says, even after all my logic and my theory, I add a mother effort so
Motherfuckers, so
you
y'all
ignorant
ignorant
niggas
niggas
hear me.
hear
And
me.
hit me.
So
Hey,
it's almost like we can, you know, the MC can be as conscious as they want to, but they feel like they gotta add, you know what I'm saying, to it so
right.
that the average
Right.
Person will listen
right,
to.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Put a little stank on
Exactly.
it.
And that's kind of what I was saying when we were talking about Eva earlier. Like Eva kind of feels like she had to do a little bit of that sexiness to draw you in and then hit you with that mental health message. To hit you with that message of I got scars on my arm because I committed, you know, I attempted suicide several times. It's almost like you gotta unfortunately give them the ignorance and just pray that they hear a little bit of the sprinkling of the, you know, the non-ignorant stuff that you're putting out there. And unfortunately, half of them not getting it still. You know what I'm saying? That's the unfortunate part about it.
I mean,
Yeah.
we in a
But
wild
we keep it simple.
era right now. That's what I really think about the music, you know. A lot of messages you can slip in it. I don't know what to think about a lot of these major artists. Like we got the Doja Cat that just came out, you know, how my demons look. You know what I'm saying? But does she have a message with that? I don't know, because I've been kind of dissecting that a little bit. She's a very talented person. And I have seen her dress in like business attire before spitting. So maybe she's making a statement. You know
I
what I'm
actually like
saying?
Doja
It
Cat.
could be that we just going over our heads because everybody like that shock value nowadays. You can't, because we've been dumbed down by technology a little bit. You get everything so fast. So fast. Songs is only 2-3 minutes now, where you had 3 verses back in the day, 16 bars a piece. You don't get that now. You lucky to get 8 bars from an artist and a hook. You know what I'm saying? But in order to listen to a lot of females, that shock, we got to shock you with something. It seems now, because of the scrolling, you get that hit of dopamine real fast. Something give you a little rush. So now you can't settle for something unless it gives you that pleasure thing. I call it hedonism, because I mean that's the term when you living off of that, and everything's pretty based on that principle. You know what I'm saying? It's the pleasure principle.
Ah,
It
Janet
was
ain't
good
get,
when Janet was saying
I
it,
was gonna
but
say
again,
Janet ain't getting no slack for talking about that either. This she?
again, they got balance though, because she's out there,
Yeah.
Janet out there dancing, and
Yeah.
we are a part of a rhythm nation. We don't got a rhythm nation no more.
No.
We don't got a rhythm nation no. There is no nation no more. We got a whole bunch of stripper rappers,
That's
and
it.
people want to get fake titties and BBLs. I don't want no BBL. It don't look right.
Like
Anyway.
I will punch you in your esophagus if I see
Oh
you.
no, not the esophagus.
Yes, I will punch her in the esophagus if I see her with a daggone BBL. Life don't weigh but about 47 pounds. I bet not see her one time. She weighed like 74. But look, I want to get into the video.
Okay.
Then I want to come back and talk about this book before we get out of here, because that's the part that I had no idea what's going on. You snuck that one in on me. So introduce this video real quick and we'll get into this.
All right, no doubt. So this next video, you playing handsome.
That's it. That's the intro.
The next video was a part of my project. I have a project called Crazy World, and that song was actually produced by J Funk Carter from Baltimore. He gave me an opportunity to work with him, and that was the song that came out. I went to my hometown and oh whoa.
It's
Yo,
him.
Naughty
It's
got
been
me
him the
sitting up.
whole night.
Yo, he got me sitting up here dying.
Sweet
He been playing little small remarks the whole show.
Cause I got bills to pay.
Yo, let's get into
this. Got the yams.
I weigh about 140 pounds, and about 50 of them pounds is my yams. I'm admit that. Right. I'm admit that. I finally got like nice little figure, and woo! God took a long time though. I'm gonna tell you.
It's all right. It still came through.
Life.
Listen, Miss Monet. If I would have had them yams in my 20s, I think I would have been out there like Lil Kim.
Life.
I didn't have yams back then.
Life. I love you. I love you like a play cousin. You don't weigh no damn 150 pounds. Stop. No 140. Stop playing.
I weigh 140 pounds, my love.
I'm bringing a scale out to the next event. You're standing on the scale. You're gonna stand on that.
I'm gonna stand on that. Because I got
all right, let's get into the video, man. This fool said, "Won't he do it?
Won't turn his comments off."
Nah, that's the entertainment for the night. All right, we're gonna get into this video, man, and we'll be back with more Lyfe to Oracle. This is Access Granted, the Par String. He got me in here dying, man.
I kept trying to figure out why he was over here rolling. Like, what happened?
Yo. You want to do the countdown? Like the Oracle. Listen. Yo, this a cause for a round of applause. My time to set this off. Mind sharp, truck through the dark. Now the light force spark directly from the heart. Quote me, I'm a firebomb, lotus flower with a torch, flame in the friendly skies. Yes, you have arrived. This that, oh my God, so good, collided with the natural high. Vibes from the tribe of greatest songs of my life. It's that let your weed fly. We liver than the 4th of July. That came a long way, still feeling so good today. Been through the mud, got me meditating my saving grace. Walking different, talking different, couple things change, but still I'm steady as a stream, and you can ride the wave. Mode on propane, master create a domain. They didn't get it till I chose the path of my own lane. Oh man, I'm doing it like I've been made. Pencil instrumentals and I'm turning another page like the Oracle and what? I've been doing this since the days I am one. I'm a chick, but you can call me handsome. Why you got your hands out? No, you can't have none. Like the Oracle and what? I've been doing this since the days I am one. I'm a chick, but you can call me handsome. Why you got your hands out? No, you can't have none. Hold up, I got skills for days. Exposed in a plantation, dropping jewels on the slave. And it's like, no, I ain't gotta ride no waves, creating lanes of my own, and I got the tools to pave it. Crews going crazy, underground, underrated, high five, your top 5. Aiming for greatness, made some sacrifices in the pain, had to face it, got me stalking white man, dead president, chasing. Brought in my palate, success, wanna taste it. Some hit the big time, floss, and they waste it. Such a shame, it's the same shit. I never take it, never sell my soul, I'm too homegrown to fake it. Wanna be breaking, but waking minds the same time. Me and the lame ass don't got the same design. I script lines that coincide with the times going. Side of my mental's unleashing on gold mines. Like the Oracle and what? I've been doing this since the days I am one. I'm a chick, but you can call me handsome. Why you got your hands out? No, you can't have none. Like the Oracle and what? I've been doing this since the days I am one. I'm a chick, but you can call me handsome. Why you got your hands out? No, you can't have none. J-Funk on the track. This that shit right here. So thankful for what's going on. It's really natural. It's the 4th of July today. We We doing it. They gave us permission here to shoot at the store. I'm so thankful right here on 15th and Dairy. He said he's been here for over 7 years in the community. So support the brother. Come in, buy a soda, bag of chips, something, you know.
Hey yo, shout out to my guy Jay Funk for that beat, yo. Oh
yeah,
my
man.
gosh.
Jay Funk is so talented. I met Jay Funk at the Beat Club, what I was telling you about. That's where I met Easy Jackson, and that was a venue. It was an open mic venue where you go and you just freestyle. And they liked me, and it was one of the first venues that I frequented here in Baltimore once I first moved here permanently. So I was lucky to come across those brothers, and they were very supportive of hip hop music, the culture. And I'm just lucky. Like I said, I'm lucky and blessed to know the people that I know and that, you know, have contributed to kind of shaping me as an artist.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, because I ain't do a t-shirt check-in earlier. So my t-shirt says got grams.
Mm-hmm.
And this was actually a promo t-shirt from my guy Guy Grams.
Oh, shout out to Guy Grams.
Yeah, and yeah, come on now, you messing up my segue. Because I didn't know that you did a song with my man Guy. Had no idea.
Yes.
Talk about that. That's my dude right there.
So I was on a song with Dirt Platoon, actually. Yeah. He has a project called Baltimore Story, you know, and I was lucky to meet them too. Like when I moved to Baltimore, meeting dope artists like Ill Conscious, Jamil Honesty, you know what I'm saying? Guy Grams, Jay Royale. Yeah. I could go on and
I called
on,
him the Baltimore Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, like Baltimore I love Wu-Tang Clan. So I think I naturally gravitated to them. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Because they embodied the essence of hip hop that I love, the part of the culture that I love. Real bars, dope beats, knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Like they not just shoot 'em up type of MCs, they really got lyrical content. And meeting these brothers and that they kind of were welcoming to my talent at the time, you know, it was a great thing. You know, I can't say that my I shouldn't even say this, like I will wrestle with self-esteem sometimes.
I think we all do,
you know.
That ain't just you.
So okay, but just to put that out there, so meeting them was like a maybe I am all right. You know what I mean? And they made me want to write more. You know what I mean? To even get on their level. I don't know if I ever touch an Ill Conscious, but I'm gonna try.
Them brothers will pull up to a show in an outfit that they done had on for 6 days, and they're coming in and shut that stage down
and kill it and roll out
like, and roll out every time. Real.
Like I'm so blessed and lucky to have come across them, and they happen to be like Jay Royale. He happens to be a great father at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I am lucky. I cannot accept or adhere to any of the stereotypes that they're trying to push in the culture. I know great men. I know women with extreme respect for themselves and in the community. I want to shout out Alana Nicole, who she's not even an artist. She's just she speaks out about culture and entertainment and life. She just a very beautiful soul here in the DMV area. Okay, shout out to that.
She's not in Baltimore anymore, is she?
I'm not 100% right now. You know, I'm not 100%, but she's committed to the cause. And I'm just lucky to meet these great individuals. And shout out again to Dirt Platoon and Guy Grams and that shirt you got on. Yes.
Those are my guys right there. And it was good to see Jamil and Ill at the 8x10. And shout out to Marcus, man, because Marcus, you know, he's like the mastermind behind the business with everything that they do. So shout out to my man Marcus, man. Always good to see them. But I want to get into this book.
Yeah,
Yes.
You didn't tell me that you were an author.
Okay, well,
Said that
this
one on.
book is in the works. It's a series that I'm turning it into a series. I've written only one so far. And it's still, the illustrations are still coming together because I don't draw. I mean, I can, but I don't draw. So I've been working with a brother in Nigeria. His name is Andre, and we've been talking. And I wanted this to be a Black fairy tale, you know. And so the story, it's kind of a journey of like growing up and going out in the world, but it's a metaphor. It's called The Twins in the Ice Wall. So these kids, they decide one day to leave their yard and go out into the world to find this wall of ice, where there's this legacy that if they get to it, they'll fall off of the end of the world and be no more.
Okay.
So of course these kids want to go test it out and see if that's true. So that's what the story's about, their little journey, and it has a lot of metaphoric symbolism in it.
Okay.
You know, I've been collecting funds for it. That's how it's been coming together, because I've been selling my project, Cloud9, and most of the money that I've been making from that, I've been putting it back into getting the illustrations created for it. You know, and so if anybody out there is into writing, I welcome other writers, because I want this to be a thing. I mean, look at J.K. Rowling's with Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
This mom overseas just comes up with these great concepts and these stories. You know, my story's nothing like hers. However, there's the element of whimsical magic and childish fun. And, you know, to me, it's like they left home. And who can't identify with that? Wanting to go out in the world and see what's out there.
True.
You know, so, yeah. So I had a ton of fun writing this story and sharing it with a few close friends. And I'm very excited about it being a thing. And it's not just quite yet there. Almost. I'd say by the beginning of the year, it'll be finished and I'll have physical copies ready. If it keeps going the way that it's going right now, you know. So.
And continue to do that push that you did over the weekend, where you're putting the music out there and, you know, using, you know, whatever you get from the music to, you know, do what you have to do with the book. You saw as soon as you, I should have sent you more, but
listen, I made $83 that day, y'all.
I know
I
that.
shouldn't even said that. I made $83. I was like, yes. So I took $50 and I sent it to the brother. He's going to do 2 more pages of art for me. And that's how it's been going along. Okay. You know what I mean? Because I'm still a mother. So I'm still raising children. You know what I'm saying? So my funds are going into that. And I'm not on no big major label. So everything is coming from literally the universe. And I'm being guided. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate my journey. When I was young, I didn't appreciate it so much because of the painful parts. But I have one hell of an interesting story. I tell you that much. And I survived it. So I feel like, woo! I feel like Xena, warrior princess over this motherfucker, okay?
Come on, Xena.
Should have took me out. I should be in the loony bin, okay? I should be out there snorting lines.
I think if you show Natty some of the yams, he might pay for the rest of the artwork to go into the book, and you can have that out by next month.
Somebody, I need some sugar daddy. Somebody come along and help me out. Somebody. You know what? I'm looking, y'all put this out there in the universe for me, that I find an old wealthy white man that's about to kick the bucket, that just love him some black girl that
just, you want a sugar daddy that don't want no sugar?
He got a heart murmur.
Well, he said so. Oh my God.
What is going
All
on?
right,
He just
y'all.
want to have one
Okay.
last hurrah.
Okay.
What in the world is going on here?
I don't know. What? Next question.
I don't know if I have another question. He said he got a heart murmur.
Let's put that out there. I need one of them.
Oh my god.
A
I
wealthy
also
man.
write
It doesn't have to be a
y'all.
white man. It doesn't have to be a white
No, it
man. A
doesn't.
wealthy
It
man.
could.
Absolutely.
Habib at the gas station. You know what I'm saying?
This is going work.
If he got a heart murmur, we might could work this out. If he's over 80, you know what I'm saying? I got lovings for the old ones. I'm not discriminating. Nah. But on some real, I work hard for everything I do, and I'm grateful for everything. I don't know how this journey's gonna go, and actually don't care anymore.
Oh, Lord
Right.
have mercy.
But you are definitely here to shine, sis. Or like you said, you wouldn't have made it this far.
Yes, I
Good.
made it. I made it.
Somebody need to hear this story because you're gonna be an inspiration.
What? I used to feel like something was wrong with me when I was growing up. Why is my life like this? But I think I was made to see some things to tell these stories.
Right.
And also, when I can't get it out in a rhyme, I write movies. I got a script. I got scripts here, that I also would like to get in the right place. I feel like, maybe LA, I got friends that are over there now that maybe I need to take that leap. Now at my age, you know what I'm saying? My babies are older. I only got a little while to go with my little one. You know what I'm saying? Walt Disney's grandson is 87. I'm looking for him.
Yo, what is going on?
I'm looking for him. I got love for Mr. Disney.
Yo.
Honey, you want me to give you your medication?
How did you find that fun fact, sir? Did you just get on the Google?
That wasn't me. That's Darling Dana.
You just got on the. Oh, it is.
That's not me.
Oh, so Christina. Christina, you went on the Google. Did you just get on the Google and find that?
He 87. What's up, bro? I'm bringing the whole hood with me, Mr. Disney. We gonna adopt 10 black babies.
Okay. And they're gonna be entertained. Everything that go on in the Disney World and Epcot Center.
Listen, and I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to adopt about.
Oh, he was on the news last month. Oh, okay.
Then I'm going to Europe and I'm adopt a young one of the white kids that's in poverty, like how they go to Africa and get us. I'm going to Europe. I'm gonna need one white baby too.
Okay.
I'm gonna need. Never mind. Y'all know I do open mic comedy sometimes. I be having to get it out. I'm just playing. If people is watching this, I am not a gold digger anymore.
You haven't been a gold digger since last month. Leave her alone.
Nah, I'm a gold digger, and you know what? Everything I do on my own. But the universe does guide me, so I can't say that it's on my own. God is good.
Oh, yes, he is.
At the end of the day, God is good. And the things and the places where I end up being, I've had the opportunity to ride around in a drop top Jag with Carvin Higgins. He wrote a lot of songs for Music Soul Child. You know what I'm saying? Faith Evans, Mary J. Blige. You know what I'm saying? I've had opportunity to rub shoulders with these people. Bilal, I've met Bilal in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with Jim Beam Sharper. You know what I mean? He produced a lot of stuff for Empire. Not a lot of people know that he grew up in Harrisburg. You know what I'm saying? I got a friend named Agony. He's made songs with Ariana Grande from my hometown. Now, we kind of spread out. Everybody's distant. And I feel like I had to work through a lot of pain. A lot of people tell me or ask me, they want to know, I've heard this question. Why you think you haven't made it so far in life and you're so dope? Well, because vibrationally, I was still working out that pain.
Mm-hmm.
So there's times I'm on stage and I got to push through like nobody knows. what I'm pushing through up here in my mind to even get on that stage.
True.
Now I know, you know what I mean? There was a purpose for my life. There was a reason, and it has made my writing as powerful and interesting as it is. Now the next part is to get around people that are better than me, that have an interest, and that's coming with attracting that kind of thing and being in the right, having the right surroundings, the right people around you. You know what I'm saying? So that's to come. And I feel like I probably had to work through some things. I've had to grow up. My inner child was raging. I had to keep raising her too. You know what I mean? And decide on what role I was going to play in this culture. And I've decided I'm not doing that, all that nasty raunchy stuff. I might joke around every now and then, but my main purpose is to elevate my mind and others, because poverty, the way we look at ourselves sometimes, young ladies, they don't have the self-esteem they should, because they think they got to be a certain way to get attention. They got to get this guy. They got to find a 87-year-old old man with a heart murmur about to die. That's not necessarily true. Because you might just
but you would take one if you found him, though.
you know what I'm saying, to guide just steps. And so that's what I believe in my heart, for real.
For real.
Come on, get up here.
I just keep asking the Most High to guide my steps. And that's
this she does. She gets around better than most people that have cars and transportation, because life be everywhere, yo.
I have a slight anxiety of driving, you know. Okay. So I take trains, I take buses, I take planes to get where I need to go. I get there, and I'll probably be there before you.
Yes.
But I feel like, my life has thrown some curves that I'm still working through. So I believe my life to be an example for people that they may feel like they're inadequate in some way, but you got to keep on going despite it. You have to empower yourself enough, to know that, hey, I might not got all the money in the world, but guess what? There's riches in my soul. I'm wealthy. You know what I'm saying? I have no needs. I might be making it to get by, but my needs are always taken care of. I always got food in the refrigerator. Always got a roof over my head. The lights is still on. My phone bill. You know what I mean? My car. My clothes or whatever. I'm still doing okay. I'm still holding it together. But my purpose is higher than my conditions right now. I see higher for myself.
True.
I see higher for others. You can't make somebody else want something greater. But if they see you trying to do your best, maybe you'll influence somebody else to do the same. And that's what I truly believe. And that's my purpose, is to really keep pushing.
And this is why I love the connection that you made with Finesse. And I'm a put it out here
that's
now.
That's my sister.
I know, and I'm gonna put it out here right now.
I love her.
Stop interrupting me. I'm gonna put it out here right now.
Right.
That if you and Finesse don't get together and get on that beat that King Ray sent y'all, we fighting. That song needs to happen. I don't know if you know the sample from where he got that beat, but if you listen to that sample, you will understand. If you listen to the original song that he sampled from that beat, you'll understand why I say that song has to happen, and it has to be the both of y'all.
So, and we were talking about it. We were sitting here, we were just joking. She had came around here, we were just chilling or whatever. And we were like, yo, we gonna be like Redman and Meth on this joint.
Yup.
And I was like, yup.
Better yet, like Queen Latifah and Moni.
Yes.
I'm telling you, y'all stop playing. Stop playing.
She spit bars too. I was listening to some of her,
Stop playing. Stand on that.
She can
Stand on
rap
that. Yeah,
with two P's on the end. Rap. She's
She got the sound effect with that too. That's fire.
Mhm.
This has been a pleasure. I love you, man. You just so much fun, and I love the transparency. I love the fact that you're willing to, share the stories that you've been through, and do it for, the possibilities of helping someone else that may have gone through, maybe going through, whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
If you keep that spirit, man, we're gonna be cool.
Yeah, I got a message for real. So
you do.
And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I came through some dark things. I think a lot of people out there have come through some dark things that they're not willing to say, things that were meant to take them out of here. You know what I mean? And they still here and they wondering why. It's because you're an example to somebody else who don't believe. You know what I'm saying? That they can make it through that. You can. You know what I'm saying? Let me leave y'all with some bars.
Oh.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Can I
Lisa,
put an instrumental on, or you want some raw
No,
bars?
Lisa gonna beatbox for you. No, I'm just playing.
Oh.
I was like,
You can do it acapella. Do it acapella.
All right. In the center of it all, giving it one more try. I illuminate the scene, my all-seeing third eye opened up wide. Matter of fact, it never been closed, only opposed to the bullshit, spilling out the traps of foes. My street lingo, lead the underground gold, decipher my code. I'm a disciple of the new and old. With a legit twist, you could call me New Soul. If you had to label this tall order like Manute Bowl, that next plateau, my opposition stoop low. I'm on some Harlem Night quick. They play the role of pinky toes. No Delarose, just another angle. Leaving negative behind in Bermuda triangles. It ain't all bad once you learn how to use it. They was on my heels, so I had to learn to lose a bitch. Educate cruising clicks. I maneuver this. Microphones I grip. My dialogue be smooth as grids. I throw it on you, be singing like Al Green. I'm hot. Can't touch it, but you gotta see it to believe it. A miracle could only take a goddess to conceive it. So here I am in the flesh, a beautiful being. My suggestion, roll out the carpet, make it red. 7-star hotels, breakfast in bed. I'm moving forward. Forget being in a trap. New age, K Solo. They can't hold me back. Bet on black, ace of spades. I'ma deal the cards. Then sit back and control the crowd like an avatar. Knowing this game's an illusion. I'm losing my religion and choosing to follow my intuition and inner vision, shedding the skin of my deepest and darkest inhibitions. Dead presidents calling my name, so it's a hustle mission. And I've been suspicious of all these living conditions. All the lies slip and break like China dishes. And then my people awake and they finally get it. It's obvious because the truth, it's never been hidden. We marvelous. I'm beautiful.
So how ironic is it that Chanel Narcissist has a song called Beautiful?
Yeah.
And damn, that could be the remix.
Hey,
you gonna remix it? Okay.
Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready. And I love her as an artist. She's so dope. And you know what? One great thing about her that I think is really wonderful, not only her image is dope, like she doing her natural hair, she'll go out there. That girl, she can sing her ass off.
She can. You heard me at the beginning of the show.
Yo.
Saturday, I was just like, I've heard her sing before, but Saturday, bro, she was levitating on Saturday.
And Jai Ivy is her backup singer. Stop playing. Have you? Yo, Jai.
Yeah, I know.
Why you think Ivy's a bitch?
Why you think I got her on the show Thursday? Come on now.
Oh,
I know this.
I am tuning in. Oh my, I'm a fan. Okay. At the end of the day, I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? She got this song called Pretty Eyes that I happen to love too. It's real calming and just dope. You know, I love when queens are willing to just create art from a place of like just eclecticism. I find that to be really intriguing and dope. You know what I mean? That it don't have to be like what somebody else is doing. You doing you taking the music and you doing your own thing. That's props right there.
Yeah. So she had a bass guitarist. she had an electric guitarist, and she had a guy that was beatboxing, and they did almost like a reggae vibe to Pretty Eyes on Saturday.
Don't rub it in.
Fire.
You're over there rubbing it in.
Go to the YouTube channel or go on my Facebook page and look at the video. I have the footage of it. So go
Pretty
check
Eyes,
it out.
that's my song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And she did that on the acapella and acoustic segment for me last year. Fire.
Before we get out of here, I also want to shout out OG Press Magazine. I seen them in the comments. I don't know if everybody knows about OG Press Magazine yet, but it is a publication in the DMV, all right? And it embodies the essence of the culture. So it really reminds me of back in the days when we had the Source Magazine, rap pages, you know, those kind of things. But the writing is really great writing. From all the people that contribute articles to them. They're going to allow me to contribute some articles as well. So I'm like, yes, I can't wait. One of my subjects right now is Enoch the Prophet, which is DMV. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to get this interview in with him and turn that into him tomorrow. Shout out to Enoch the Prophet. He'll be my first article that I'll be submitting to them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited about that. And OG Press, they give indie artists shine. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do.
Full color pages, okay? You know what I'm saying? This was special about this. I think Jay Royale was on the first cover. All right. So that was a beautiful thing to me. You know what I'm saying? To see that brother on the cover, and he's doing so well with his career, grinding it out, doing everything pretty much on his own from what I know of. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to OG Press for shining light on our artists here in the community in such a dope, beautiful way. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So you got international artists, they get those publications, they get those write-ups on them. You know what I'm saying? But our indie artists, we need stuff like this, where the indie artists and the major artists collide. I like to say most of the time, you've never heard the dopest artists because the greatest talent has yet to be discovered. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to OG Press for shining light on artists. New, old, signed, you know what I'm saying? Unsigned, indie artists.
They sound like access granted. They sound like access granted. Shout out to OG
you should
Press,
get a ad in there.
We can definitely talk. We can definitely talk. If you can connect
ad in there. Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know about OG Press, all the artists out there, tap in. Okay. You know what I'm saying? If you know any artists that are dope and they need a little bit of shine, send them my way. I'll write about them.
I'm sorry.
What the hell? This is why I love doing this live, yo. You just never know what you're gonna hear.
I was like, turn it off.
Shout out to my pastor, Uncle Pastor Phil in the building. Lyfe, if you send me some information, I will definitely connect with them.
I want to shout out everybody. 95 Kai. One of the dopest open mics in the DMV also is Open Gem, run by Nature Boy. If you're an artist and you're in the local area in the DMV, which is Baltimore, Virginia, Washington, this open mic is so special. It's unlike any open mic in the country, I would dare say in the world. They pack out places like the Fillmore, Silver Spring. They recently did a show out there. They're at Soundstage. They're at the Auto Bar. They're going to Kansas sometimes. So you really got to watch that brother, Nature Boy. He also did a show with the Jizza from Wu-Tang Clan recently. And he brings legitimate acts to open mic. He brought Shay Noir, Stove God. He brought as well. So that venue is dope. They have a sign up there, but the crowd is unlike any other crowd. You don't have to go in there with no nervousness, none of that. If you need practice on the stage, they're going to support you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to cheer you on. And And the artists that go in there, they're so diverse. You get anything from hip hop to rock and roll in that joint.
Wow.
Folk music. I know a young lady who she's in this group called Lost in Clovers. She plays a saw on stage.
A saw.
A saw.
Wow.
It's the most interesting thing I've seen in a long time.
Wow.
I feel like she's contacting other deities and other souls on other planets.
Hey, Lisa, if a person can get up there and play a saw, you can get up there and sing or spit some bars, Lisa. We're gonna work on that.
100.
We're gonna work on that.
Shout out to Slick Nerd.
Listen.
Matt, dope hip hop group here. I want to shout out. I'm shouting out all my friends.
Just say shout out to everyone.
Slick Nerd, Tim Mack, Jay Sav. You know what I'm saying? Wow, Lover.
This is why I love her, yo. She just
Fanta good. I'm about to direct a video for her. Okay. I'm directing my homegirl's video. Okay. She has this condition on her skin sometimes. She calls herself Cheetah Girl. Okay. That's why I find her interesting, but she's brave to share her story. She has a clothing line that's now on display down at Ayo Boutique. Ayo Boutique.
Shout out to Rello.
To him.
Shout out to Rello.
He did a video for me for my song Pay-Per-Views. Okay, where we did a tribute to the Matrix movie. So shout out to him. Okay. But yes, I also, getting into directing videos as well. Gotta get this creative juice out.
That's the Lisa, that's the guy who did the video that I was in with the young girl, Rue Rice's daughter.
Yes.
Trilbino. Shout out
Trilbino. Yeah. I got like, if you blink when my truck comes up, you're gonna miss me.
I'm gonna look at it again.
Yeah. I got on a red shirt. That's all I can tell you. I got on a red shirt. But
you was there. You know what I'm saying?
They put E Digger in the video like he was Diddy. All in the video. I got about 8 seconds of total screen time, but I was just honored to be there. And shout out to Ruth for inviting me to that again. Let everybody know how they can follow you, Lyfe.
Follow me on IG at Lyfe the Oracle. I'ma spell it because it's LYFE. TheOracle, Lyfe the Oracle. Follow me there. Holla at me. I holla back too. You know what I'm saying? Collabs. I don't like to charge people too much for collabs. I don't charge too much. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can pay me in food. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Sometimes you can.
No, that's right.
Depending on your talent. Hey,
I know that's right.
You pay me in sushi. Hey. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
And as long as I can get their transportation studio, hey, I'm gonna probably drop the illest bars you ever hear on your stuff.
She's trying to get them yams, yo.
For real. I'm doing features now. This was my day tomorrow to take care of my features because people, they reach out. So I got you. To the creatives out there, to the creative minds. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to create, and that's what's up.
That's what's up. I appreciate you, sis. I definitely appreciate you. I haven't had a chance to go check out the link that you sent me, but I'm gonna definitely be on that this week. I'm sorry, I've been listening to Diddy. I
heard it was a great album, actually.
Diddy's album took me back to not even his Bad Boy days. It took me back to his when he was with Albie Shore and what was the name of that? Where he started at before he went to Bad Boy, Uptown Records. It took me back to Uptown Records. It's got that kind of vibe. I was like, okay, yeah, fine. So yeah,
wow.
I'm on it. I'm on your joint this week. I promise you.
All right, I want to hear what you think. Absolutely. I'm working on the next project. It's called Blood, Sweat, and Heels. Okay. So, and I plan to drop that on the last day of this year, which will be 1-2-3. If you look at the date, it'll be 1-2-3, the last day of this year. So that's when I'm dropping Blood, Sweat, and Heels, which would be my third official release.
Okay.
Be my third project.
Okay. Make sure you holler at me with that too. Let me know what I can, what I can do.
Most deaf.
Give it up for Lyfe the Oracle, man. She done came in here. We done had fun. She done dropped some knowledge. Always a pleasure. Again, man. If you're available on Thursday, go to Eventbrite. Pull up Hot Winters. Look for the Hot Winters Sip and Paint experience. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Ja Avi will be in the building. My girl Star B will be in the building. We have some amazing artists, both singers and spoken word artists coming from Dallas that are going to be here. It's going to be an amazing night. Access Granted Signature Long Island Iced Teas will be in the building. Darlene Dina, who's been with us tonight, has an amazing menu that she's cooking up in the building. We're going to have a great time, man. So I'm looking forward to it. And then I'm going to sleep all day Friday.
Yes.
All day Friday. I promise you that. But yeah, man, again, we still have some general admission tickets available. They're only about $10. So come on out and, and enjoy. Finland will be in the building next week. My girl Heidi B, who we met through your boy Lisa Yuri.
Oh, okay.
The artist that we met through him. She's in Finland. She's going to be here. I don't know what the time difference is, but she said, "Don't worry about it."
She's really in Finland. Okay,
yeah, she's really going to be in Finland. It might be 2:00 in the morning.
Her name. Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It might be about 2:00 in the morning, but she's going to be here live with us next week. She's I heard some of her stuff. Woo! So y'all might want to check in. We can make a Lyfe the Oracle Heidi B connection next week. I think you might. So yeah, definitely join in. But thanks to everybody, man. Natty, thanks for the entertainment and the
the comments was lit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And everybody that joined in tonight, man, we thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. Baltimore, put the damn guns down. We will see you guys next week. Access Granted, the Par Stream. We are out.
Lisa. Peace, y'all. Good night.
Please, good night.
All right, Lyfe.
Yeah.